Hey everyone, and welcome to Living by the Law, the podcast discussing fictional worlds and how wondrous and ridiculous they are. My name is Matt, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Jude and Guy.
Living by the Law is not currently sponsored. If you'd wish to sponsor us, call your local demonic lord of chaos and darkness. Ask him to steal the lunch of a little cute baby child. Scream your sponsored message to the skies as the world is devoured in darkness by the hungry child. We will hear you. We always do.
This episode will be discussing Kirby, a cute pink puff of infinite power, and the cosmic horrors that hunt him down. Warning, this episode contains spoilers for some of the mainline Kirby games.
So, Minecraft speedrunning guy. That's today's episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very funny because they got a whole bunch of mathematical experts in, and they were like, oh, statistics isn't a thing that we can really calculate. It's sort of subjective, and this could be this. And then the Minecraft community were like, hey, I'm just going to run the code for a piglin trade like 800 times and see if the piglin trades that he did are realistic.
Yeah.
That's a legit. There's a video of it.
Yeah, I know.
Jude, for context, there's a guy called Dream on YouTube who makes Minecraft speedrunning videos. He also makes a bunch of other videos where he gets chased around by his friend and tries to beat the game while they're trying to murder him.
Okay.
Very interesting guy. Actually makes very good content. A little bit kid-oriented, but if you just turn your brain off, they're pretty funny. He also pulls off some really good shit, like if you fall into water with Frostwalker boots, it doesn't actually make ice. So he jumps off a giant thing into a pool of water, and then they try to chase him down. He jumps out of the water and then walks back over the water, and it ices it, so they fall onto ice and all die. And it's like, that's big brain. I don't care if it's scripted or not.
Yeah.
I would never have thought of that. Also found out, hay bales actually stop your fall damage by 80%. Who fucking knew?
No one.
There you go.
It is interesting, and like Dream, and a lot of his stuff he does is scripted. The problem I have fact is he doesn't tell people it's scripted, and he tries to make
His
their like
fucking
the real
content's for 8-year-olds. Don't get mad about it. It's not like
It's
he's
the
making
only
politically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're not getting into it. Yeah.
But he also
Wait,
speedruns
you're telling
Minecraft.
me that Shadow of Israfel's scripted?
Fuck off. Fuck. No
They
one
don't
watching.
tell us it's scripted.
No
though.
one watching this podcast is gonna get that fucking reference. No one. No one.
Everyone.
Nah,
Are
no
you
one
telling me
watches
you're-
Yogscast anymore. They're dead. Dead channel.
I watched their Jingle Jam this year.
I watched that
Nice.
Jingle Jam. It was fucking amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
they raise a lot of money during their Jingle Jam for
Every
their
fucking.
channel, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Every year.
My peak Yogscast was when they were doing Civ live streams and Lewis just got really drunk and was being destroyed.
He still does it. He still does
He
that.
still does that.
Really?
He was yelling about crabs and buckets
The
this
problem is
week.
they've gotten stuck in a rut and they're
Yeah.
still doing like TTT and Civ
Yeah.
and like everything that they just used to do. And
Yeah.
they're not like new shit.
What happened to like just before? I mean, I'll be honest. I stopped watching them religiously a long time ago. But
We are
like
so-
a couple years ago, when I like fell out a little bit more, they were doing like they just started a new channel that was like tabletop games and stuff, and that.
Oh,
seemed
that's
like it was
really good. That's really good games.
yeah.
night.
It seemed like that was a really good way of. I don't want to say
that's really
getting out of the rut, but like changing.
They
it
still
a little
didn't
bit.
they stop. Anyway, we are really bad at keeping on fucking topics.
But we don't know what the topic is.
No, let's finish the
What?
dream. Let's finish the dream conversation.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the topic we were on. So, he also makes Minecraft speedrunning stuff. So he speedruns Minecraft, which essentially is just spawn into a world, try and get into a village, get iron, mine to find lava, make a portal, nether, ender pearls, etc., etc. But one of them, parts of it, that is very... one of the problems with it is that 1.16.1, which is the current version of Minecraft speedrunning, relies a lot on piglin trades. Piglins are the new mobs that are in the nether, which are like those pig creatures.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're really nasty. If you wear gold armor, they don't attack you. And if you give them gold, they trade you stuff. One of the things they can trade you are big stacks of pearls. One of the problems with it is it's entirely luck-based. So you basically have to, A, spawn next to a village with hay bales in it. There's only like 3 types of village that do that. Then get a lava pool, which could either mean mining down or finding one on the surface, both of which luck-dependent. Then finding piglins and a fortress, which, again, luck-dependent. And then actually having them trade for you to give you ender pearls. A lot of people don't like how luck-oriented it is. Currently, the world record, though, is under 15 minutes, and the only way to do it is to get really lucky and be really good at executing it. So, Dreams complained about this before. And before this all happened, he had sort of like issues with it, where he'd commented on speedrunning discords and stuff like that. He was like, this sucks, why the fuck, I hate this. But what happened then is he did a bunch of streams where he seemed to get really good luck, and people analyzed it and realized that the luck that he was getting for the piglin trades, the amount of pearls that he was getting in return, was literally impossible. Like, it didn't make sense.
The statistical values, if the game wasn't edited on the code that someone had changed the code that he got more lucky, statistically it was basically impossible.
Like 1 in 100 trillion. It's like winning the lottery like 8 times in a row. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the number that him especially would get it's like 1 in it's like 20 sextillion or something like that. That he would be the one to get it.
That he is the most popular YouTuber, and also that he's streaming at the time, and also that it happened during the live streams, all this sort of stuff. Like it was basically impossible. He came back and said, "Well, here's my statistical evidence. It was unlikely, sure, but it's not impossible." To which people then replied, that report that you just gave was given by a person who isn't willing to release their credentials or name, so therefore is unverifiable, and also is full of dogshit maths. Also, beyond the maths that people are doing, which are just graphing like statistical values, we just ran the code for a piglin trade over and over again in like the batches that you did it for the stream, and there's a great graph where it's like a big bulk of lines where like the number of enderpearl trades, and then there's Dream just like off the top of the chart. It's like, nah, dog.
Yeah, this is what, and this is a section right here. We need to get back on track of the podcast. Very interesting, but this is the section right here why I think we need a bit of nerd news as this mini podcast or something like that.
I would love to do that. I'm so plugged
Can
into
I just
this dumb
ask,
shit.
why the fuck does that many people care about a Minecraft speedrun on an 8-year-old channel?
Because
he has 15 million
he's
subscribers.
He's not 8-year-old. He's about our age.
No,
and
I'm
he's
saying
actually
like it's for. You said it was more directed at like 8-year-olds.
Teenagers, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, so
Yeah, but you're you. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, because he basically in 2020 was like the fastest growing YouTuber. He went from like 1 million subscribers up to like 14 mil.
Huh.
Like his channel fucking exploded.
I think
people have been massively scrutinizing him, going, "How the fuck?"
He's currently the biggest Minecraft YouTuber, I believe.
He basically did it by like fucking riding the algorithm hard, boyo.
Yeah.
And he figured out how to do it very well, which is very impressive.
Yeah, no.
And he does make interesting content, but he lied and then was on Twitter posting, and everyone started comparing the cadence of his tweets to Trump tweets, and it's super funny because he tweets, he's just like, "This entire thing's a scandal, unbelievable!" Exclamation mark.
Stop the count of the enderpearls. Stop counting.
Holy shit. The title of this episode is going to have people fucking thrown.
I am so
What are we
sorry,
talking about,
everyone.
guy?
Matt and Jude are forcing me to do an intro, and I'm very disappointed about that, because the last episode was too confusing. Kirby.
Oh.
Kirby is a platforming adventure series created by Nintendo, that most confounding of game studios. The original game, Kirby's Dreamland, was released in 1992, and the latest game came out in 2020 with Kirby Fighters 2.
I'm
How
excited.
familiar are you guys with Kirby?
I fucking love
Matt's
Kirby.
clapping, Jude's dying.
I fucking love Kirby.
I
haven't
hate
played many of the
Kirby.
games.
Why do you hate Kirby?
I haven't played many of the games, but fucking love it. In
Gross
Brawl,
little ball of fluff and shit. I don't know.
you'll find out. Kirby is fucking scary, man.
That's partially why I'm doing this episode. The titular Kirby is a small pink circular character that doesn't actually have any defining features. Other than the fact that he looks like Kirby, there's not much to go on. It's essentially a sphere with a big happy face on it and some feet.
What are they?
That's not a joke.
What's the quote? You draw a circle.
First you draw a circle, then you dot the eyes, and hey presto, it's Kirby.
Yeah,
That's not the full quote, but that's what
like
played
it.
at the end of Kirby. Oh god, I forgot the name of the television show. Kirby had a TV series, and that was the song that played at the end of it in Japanese, was describing how to draw Kirby, and also King Dedede.
It's literally just it's a big circle that can suck anything in. It's great.
Just
I
a big
fucking love
circle.
him.
Many players simply just accept the idea that it's a video game and he's a cute generic character. He can be made into a pillow, whatever. But not on this podcast.
We will analyze children's games and tell you exactly what the fuck is wrong with them.
You're gonna realize very quickly that these are far from children's games.
I love how I love if you. I've seen photos of comparing Kirby, like cute little Kirby, to his fucking boss battles. Just like Kirby, simple little ball, to beating the god of fucking time and darkness in the universe. I mean, what? Why
We'll
is this
get
thing?
to that.
Why is this thing think Kirby's a threat?
Diving into the Kirby lore actually reveals some pretty interesting things. And there's some very horrifying questions, and also some really emotionally weird moments for a video game about a big fucking puffball. Oh my god, I laughed so hard finding out all this stuff. It's very good.
How much?
Yes.
Okay, Jude? How much of Kirby have you played? None at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I play him all the time at Super Smash Bros. Because I'm a twat, but that's about it.
Because you like floating. You
Same,
fucker.
fucking
Yeah.
same. I love him. I don't think I played many. I think the main game I played was Epic Yarn.
Epic Yarn.
Kobe's Epic Yarn.
Yes, I played that 2-player with you, and it's also the only Kirby game I've ever played.
It is a great game though. I really enjoyed Kobe's Epic Yarn. It's a fun
Kirby's
game.
Epic Yarn does not come into the lore because it is not important.
It's fun gameplay though. Like Kirby is
fun.
Kirby is fun.
I pre-warn you, guys, be very careful how you sell Kirby to me, because a Switch, 4 controllers, and Super Smash Bros. Are coming to Phillip Island, so
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Moving
With
on.
that aside, I'm just gonna get into the timeline. Okay. To set something up, we're gonna need to mention a little group.
What is
Long before what?
what is Kirby? Like what is it?
I
We're gonna get to that.
This is not okay. For comment, Kirby is, for people who vaguely know about the lore, there's some sort of bits that you might be questioning. I'll get to them throughout this episode. I'm gonna reveal things at a nice pace, like a horror movie.
Okay, cool. So just
The enduring horror.
as listeners, we should just settle down and
Just settle down.
Wait to be scared.
Let me take you on this nice little boat ride. Have you seen the video It Go Down?
No.
Are you aware of It Go Down?
No.
It's a guy and his friend in a boat, and the guy driving the boat is like singing a little tune, and the guy in the front of the boat keeps looking behind himself, and he turns, he's like, hey, it go down. He's like, doesn't, the driver's like, doesn't go down. He's like, it go down. I'm telling you, it go down. And as they get to like the edge, it's revealed that it's like a fucking waterfall.
I have
I have
seen this. I have seen
And they both
that.
like bail out. It's gonna be a bit like that.
I have seen that. That's great.
Search It Go Down meme after this episode and enjoy yourself. Just a fine piece of internet quality content. Rather than this. Long before Kirby and other characters that we'll be meeting, there's a race called the Ancients. They are very mysterious and leave behind some weird artifacts, and I will reveal more about them in a bit. I just needed to mention their name. On an unrelated planet very far away called Popstar, yes, that's the name they went with it. There's a lot of dumb shit in this. There's a lot of dumb names.
before I get into it, do they call themselves the Ancients? They're like, you know what?
They are referred to as the Ancients.
Oh yeah,
They're a mysterious race.
or as they
just-
referred now. Like, is that the kind of thing? Like you know how we call this the modern era? Do you know, like in the future, they're still gonna call this the modern era?
That's kind of a fun thought.
The information era is what this gets referred to as well.
Oh, well, shut up, dude.
Do you think they're going to refer to themselves as the future?
They are the future era. Yes.
Because then we've got the future era, the futurero era, and the futurist era, and then we're done. And then
And
we just
that's
have to,
it. Time ends.
We have to delete our profile. This run's dead.
The doctor
That's how it
comes
works.
in and goes, reboot time.
It's rewind time.
I was about to say that.
My audio just spiked so hard. I'm very sorry, dude. These. I have new headphones and they're very sound cancelling, and I can't tell how loud I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Bring us on a boat ride.
On the planet of Popstar, there is a continent called Dreamland, and on that continent lives a pink puffball called Kirby.
I fucking hate
What?
it already.
It's very sweet.
It's so sweet. I'm loving this.
Kirby is a being of an unlimited power who usually spends his time eating, sleeping, and eating.
Is that guy?
This one, that's a Snorlax. That's a Snorlax right there.
That is a Snorlax.
That's a
That is a
Snorlax.
Snorlax.
Two, unlimited. Wait, what did you just? You slipped that
I'll
in there.
get to
you
it
slipped that
later.
in there.
I'll get to it later. Also, just before we get into the episode proper, I keep forgetting to do shit. Sorry. RPG Manga is the guy on YouTube who's I've gotten most of the information from this video from, so credit to him.
Go check him out.
Go check him out. Manga. His plans of sleeping, eating, and sleeping are turned upside down. However, in the first game, when King DDD, kings in quotation marks, I'll get to it in a moment, along with several other thieves, steal all the food in Dreamland.
That just seems like a dick move.
Yeah.
What if they're hungry?
Quote from the wiki: due to the ambiguous nature of the geography on Popstar, it's never made entirely clear of how much of the planet King DDD assumes leadership of, though he seems to have castles and fortresses across the planet. Even so, he seems to perform no administrative functions, and for most of the time, the planet ignores any edicts that are issued by him.
It's like
So
it's like in the Monty Python. I am your king. I didn't vote for you.
Precisely. He's a king in name and nothing else.
No one
Strange
fucking
women
cares.
giving out swords from a lake is no system of government, mate.
Everyone fucking ignores it. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're cool, man. Yeah. You keep being
I'd
king."
love to see the Merlin TV show like Bradley James Arthur in Monty Python. Like him trying to be the serious Arthur and just having all the dumb shit happen around him. Be excellent.
He must be a
so-
king. Why that? He hasn't got shit on him.
King DDD stealing all the food in Kirby's first game. Nintendo's got to be setting up another like Mario Bowser interaction here, right? Where it's like, you know, long-standing
Instead of
battle.
a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
princess, it's his food.
It's just food. I mean,
You know what?
much
That's
more
way more
relatable.
relatable. Yeah.
It really is.
I would fight for all the food. Way more
Yeah.
than one fucking princess.
Yeah.
What's
But
that
no,
meme that's like, what's the word?
Yeah.
Take princess, sleep. Take food, panic.
Wake.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're setting up that interaction, but no, in fact they're not, because very quickly after that game, he just becomes he's dubbed by Nintendo as arch frenemy of Kirby. Sometimes he's an ally, sometimes he's a mini boss. He's also a bit of a punching bag, and he's actually a really good king.
What?
He at some point in the series tries to stop Kirby from releasing a nightmare demon, and also gets possessed by an evil dark force.
So wait,
multiple
this
times.
is the real fucking hero of the story.
Okay, no, I'll give you the context. So because I got interested in this, because they kind of brush over it in the video I watched. I actually dug into this. So Kirby's Adventure, the original game, one of the original games, DDD breaks up the Star Wand, an artifact which powers the Fountain of Dreams, which gives good sleep and nice dreams to everyone in Dreamland. Unfortunately, a nightmare has taken residence in the fountain, forcing DDD to break up the wand, but leaving everyone else dreamless. So the idea is that he had he found out a demon was residing in it and everyone was having nightmares. He's like, shit, this is going to suck, but I'm going to have to break up the wand of, whatever the fuck. What is it called? The Star Wand, which is what powers the Fountain of Dream, which will leave everyone dreamless, but at least they won't have nightmares. Kirby comes to the fountain to find DDD just chilling in the water, and he tells Kirby that he broke up the wand. Kirby then fucking reassembles it and fights DDD for the last piece. As he defeats DDD, DDD's like dragging on Kirby, like trying to pull him back, and Kirby's like walking towards the fountain.
What?
And so Kirby has just reassembled the wand that was keeping the nightmare locked away. And DDD's like, please, no. Please, I'm doing this for everyone's good. I know no one has dreams anymore, but it's for everyone's good. And Kirby's like, booyah!
Wait,
putting it back.
But Kirby was going there to destroy it, though.
No, Kirby was going there because everyone stopped having dreams. He's like, the Fountain of Dreams must be broken.
Okay.
And because he has the mental capacity of a grape,
Yeah.
he
he is a little pink grape.
He is a little pink grape boy. Maybe
How
it's a
does
grape.
Kirby is not responsible enough for this much fucking power?
No, but so DDD's like, hey, I broke up the wand because I want to keep the nightmare locked away, and Kirby's like, oh, whatever, fuck you, I'm gonna reassemble the wand. And DDD's like, please don't put the fucking wand back in there, please. There's a nightmare trapped in there. Everyone's gonna get bad dreams. It's literally a demon. Kirby then puts the thing in there, and then beats the shit out of the demon. The demon, by the way, Nightmare is named, is the final boss and major character in the Kirby series, despite only making 3 major appearances in the games. His goal is to spread darkness and nightmares throughout the galaxy using his cunning wit to accomplish this feat. In his debut, Nightmare is responsible for corrupting the Fountain of Dreams and attempting to spread his nightmares across Dreamland. King DDD tries to stop Nightmare from succeeding by breaking the Star Rod, but Kirby unwittingly summons Nightmare when he returns the rod to the Tainted Fountain, and has to defeat Nightmare before his evil plans become reality. DDD's not a bad guy.
Nah, he was. Just
That's
like,
the thing that I realized. He's always illustrated as like this, like, yeah, he stole all the food in Dreamland. That was a dick move.
Maybe there was no people in Dreamland and he was just feeding his people. Maybe you just see it from perspective.
No,
because...
he literally stole the thing that makes the food. That's another part of it. He stole all the food and also some star crystals, which actually let people make foods. They just couldn't make food. So it was genuinely like an
he's
evil
changed
move.
though.
He's changed.
But he does seem to have some good things at his heart.
Yeah, he might be. He's like, my king is more important than yours, but I don't want the fucking universe to be put into fucking darkness.
It's
He
a
has
redemption
limits.
Arc. He redemption arc, guys.
In Dreamland 2 as well, the dark force that I mentioned that possesses his body, a force called dark matter takes over his body, forcing him into a sleep-like trance where he fights just like he usually does, until Kirby defeats the evil inside him. DDD is shown to be pleased at the end of the game at what Kirby did.
Thanks for beating the crap out of me. Thank you.
But he like, other than the theft, he just seems kind of like a guy who just gets fucking wailed on.
Aww.
Yeah. One other character I'm going to quickly describe here because I couldn't find another place to do it. Meta Knight. Meta Knight is a small round character similar in stature to Kirby.
in Kirby?
Huh?
Is he
Yeah,
from
Meta Knight's
Kirby?
from Kirby. Yeah.
I thought he was his own game.
No.
Nope.
There you go.
Meta Knight is a small round character with a mask and bat wings as well as a sword. He's very similar looking to Kirby in like side of stature. So there's some assumptions there, although we've never had it confirmed that they are the same race, although it's quite possible. He's more determined and focused than Kirby, though, and his goal is to always become stronger. He always seemed like an antagonist to me, but there's paragraphs in the wiki that I found that say otherwise. Being a knight, Meta Knight respects the code of chivalry and almost always offers Kirby a sword when he fights against him. He's a fierce and skilled swordsman, as well as a solitary and stoic character. Despite his solitude, Meta Knight is shown to be very caring to those who are dear to him. When Kirby is destroying the Halberd, his ship, in revenge of Meta Knight's subgame, Meta Knight orders his crew, the Meta Knights, to abandon ship, as he hopes that they will not get hurt.
This guy
All of
sounds
the
like a
enemies in
good
Kirby
guy.
games are just
Yeah.
Fucking Kirby's a dick. What the fuck? Kirby sounds like a fucking force of nature that destroys everything in its path if you piss it off. And everyone
will
else is just
say-
trying to fucking survive.
I think that he's much more of a necessary force than these paragraphs are making him seem like, because Meta Knight and DDD are just, like, admittedly high-power beings, but they're kind of normal people in this realm. DDD, keeping Kirby around seems sort of like, it's like having, like, a dickhead cat that is also a, like, mortal demigod to keep, like, rodents out of your house. Except the rodents are also
So
like
it's the
intergalactic
cat.
evils.
It's the lesser
So it's
evil.
the cat from Captain Marvel.
I've never seen that film.
Oh my god.
So it'd be like having that cat to protect your house from rats.
It's like
No, it's like having that cat to protect your house from intergalactic evils. But
it's
the point
it's
stands.
it's like it's like a lesser evil, I guess.
yes, correct.
Fuck.
I mentioned before dark matter. You want to get into that?
Well, yeah. So the history so far is Kirby was is in Dreamland, right?
Yes.
On Popstar,
Yes.
and he basically in fighting Meta Knight and
DDD.
DDD. Names were. I was like Delibird? No, that's Pokemon.
No, not Delibird.
It's
They
like,
do have similar
they look
character
very
designs.
same, and I'm like,
Nintendo, man.
King DDD. And so he's just fighting them back and forth just because they're pissing each other off.
Well, kind of, and also because they do keep doing a little bit evil dick things, or Kirby misinterprets what they're doing and sees them as doing evil dick things.
Kirby seems to have the mind of a child.
He does. He's literally... There's a quote about him where he says that he doesn't know how to use a telephone and it confuses him. Despite the fact that later in the series he's given a mech to pilot, but whatever.
I was just saying, I've seen pictures of him like running a mech.
Yes. It's well pointed out that there's a lot of inconsistency about Kirby's intelligence.
He's a god and a child at the same time.
As mentioned before, dark matter first appears in Kirby's Dreamland 2 when it possesses DDD along with a couple of other things. When it's not possessing DDD, it takes the form of a black sphere with an eye in the middle, or as a cloaked swordsman. As it seems to be at first it seems to be a fairly basic villain, as its main goal is to shroud the world in darkness. Like, come on. Pretty basic villain shit, realistically.
Nice. Sounds like the fucking elves from Thor 2, Dark World.
If only Christopher Eccleston could have a good character.
If only.
Goddamn. Realistically, the most creepy thing that it did was possess DDD, because the animation in the game's really fucking weird. It's got like this like soul black demon being like sucked out of him, but it's just pixel art being pixel art. Also, apparently, it attacked Dreamland because it had no friends, which I think's funny.
It just wanted some friends, you know? I feel that.
It didn't want friends. It wanted to shroud the world in darkness, but
It had no friends, so its only option was shrouding the world in darkness.
Exactly,
Fair
like how you wanted you went to the same reason you went to New Zealand.
shroud the world in darkness?
Had no friends, went to cause issues over there.
Moving on.
Can we just stew in silence?
I'm gonna. Yeah, because
Think about what we've done.
the best thing for a podcast is silence.
It is. Goddamn. Hang on. My back cushion's in a weird spot. There we go. Okay.
Get a back cushion at some point because I'm like,
I should probably
This whole
get.
thing's
I should probably get a back.
I got it for my girlfriend, and it's very, very comfortable. Despite first appearances of Dark Matter, though, it is a recurring antagonist that, as Nintendo lore do, gets weirder as the years go on. In Dreamland 3, we get a better picture of the whole of Dark Matter. The antagonist of this game is Zero, the leader and source of Dark Matter, who is a massive sphere with a bright red eye at the center.
Is Dark Matter the same in this universe as in ours? Because that's not how Dark
it's
Matter
like
works.
an evil dark force, like malevolent, like.
Okay. It's
Yeah, precisely.
evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zero, the leader of Dark Matter, is like a big white sphere with a big red eye in the middle of him. He comes to Dreamland once again to attempt to shroud it in darkness. Unlike before, however, Zero comes really close to completing his goal. Within like the opening cutscene, he's got like half the world done.
that's
Wow!
pretty good.
Boom.
That's pretty good.
That's efficient. That's efficient work. We like that.
That's good work.
We'd like to see
However,
that from our villains.
Okay. Also, you know how I kept mentioning like intergalactic forces when I was talking about Kirby villains? Let's talk about Zero. He resides in a dimension known as the Hyperzone, a place where chaos reigns, and although I could not find an official size for Zero online, he's shown in one of the in-game cutscenes to be literally covering the planet. So he's basically like the size of the moon by my assumptions. Finally,
I'm kind of picturing you know, season 2 Stranger Things, the giant mind flayer.
I'm picturing a giant white ball with a big fucking red eye.
yeah, that Matt's on the ball.
Imagine a moon.
Imagine
A
the
moon.
moon. Imagine the moon, but like with a blood red eye.
It's just like, that's no moon. That's a fucking Kirby villain.
That straight up sounds like a Peter Capaldi episode. But anyway,
Additionally, how did we...
like you said, no, stop.
sorry. How did we go from fighting... What was the decision in the fucking game room when they went, okay, so Kirby's villains so far. We had a king bird. Yes, he's a king. He's big. Okay, and the next one
steals the food.
Oh yeah, he steals food. Big thing.
Now,
Okay,
an
we need
knight.
we need to step it up a bit. A knight, a guy with a big ship. He's dark. He's a meta. Like he's the meta knight. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. We're stepping it up a little bit. How about we have the fucking King of Darkness? How about we have the fucking King of Darkness from another dimension?
Consider what they did. They made a villain called Dark Matter, which is just sort of like, I want to shroud the world in darkness. And then the next writer was like, cool. I'm going to make it come from a chaos dimension. It's like, hey,
yeah.
Step off the Lovecraft.
How did this come to a Kirby game? This is like going like, okay, cool. It's like going like, okay, we're going 10 kilometers now. Yeah. Okay, we'll fit up to 15. We can go 15. Pedal to the metal. We're going 100 kilometers an hour, straight towards the dark dimension, straight towards the nightmares. What is happening?
Do you want to make it worse?
I'm scared. Jude, hold me.
Characters in the whole Kirby series that bleeds.
What?
he bleeds real blood. And what
Like
the final
actual
stage of
straight up just red blood, or is it like icky black stuff?
No, like blood, like red blood. Finally,
I give up.
The final stage of the fight begins with the red eye in the white thing fucking being pulled out of like the shell in like a shower of blood. And the shell like cracks and disappears off behind them. It's literally some shit out of Call of Cthulhu.
Is this a kid's game?
It's so good.
That sounds worse than like adult games. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Kirby rips out people's fucking eyes.
Yes. It gets worse. It gets much worse. It's fine. So, how does little pink lad defeat Zero, the leader of the intergalactic dark force intent on destroying Dreamland, I wonder?
That's a good fucking question.
Dark matter supposedly is a being of, quote, concentrated negative energy and emotion, so his weakness is the opposite. Which Kirby's full of. He's full of that good juju.
Is he?
He uses an item called, in-game, the Love Stick, to defeat them, which is forged from the gratitude
Oh yeah, I got a
of
Love Stick.
all the friends Kirby helped along the way. That's not a joke. Before the final fight, everyone stands around him and goes, "We love you, Kirby," and then a stick appears.
So he gets encouragement and his big love stick appears. He was he got some stage fright, but after encouragement, it was up and ready to go.
He just needed the people to encourage him, and then his love stick got really hard.
And he plunged his love stick into the dark matter beast.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and then blood went everywhere. Oh, no!
I love how quickly it changes tones. I have to defeat this evil leader of darkness. Yeah, Kirby, you have the love stick. I'm gonna plunge it into him in a shower of blood.
The fuck is this fucking series? Also,
this is game 3.
It sounds like a fucking cult. That doesn't sound like love. That sounds like a fucking cult.
Yeah, a bit.
They're at the end just like, praise me, praise me.
We're 30 minutes in. We're at game 3.
The fuck? How many games are there?
A lot more than that.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
At some point, we gotta go numb at this episode, right, Jude?
Oh, for sure. Quick side note, not all dark matter is evil, despite being concentrated negative emotion. There's a character called Gooey, which is a ball of dark matter with a goofy-ass face who becomes one of Kirby's allies.
We used to call you Gooey.
I still call him Gooey. So, you're just a ball of negative emotion. You're a ball of negative emotion.
On another planet called Ripple Star. Another dark force is covering the world in darkness. It's not Zero, though. Unfortunately for these clowns, they don't have a being of positive, infinite energy just sitting around, and so all but one person is consumed by the darkness.
Wait, what?
No one had their love
Is this-
ready,
This is how the next game starts.
There's another world got destroyed.
This is Kirby 64. It starts off with a planet just being swallowed by darkness and one, like, little fairy on a crystal just trying to fly away, being pursued by dark matter.
So the Superman story.
Kinda.
Superman origin.
Yes.
Or the Goku origin, whatever you want to.
Yeah. So during this game, Kirby has to go around and collect the 5 magical whatever the fuck, so I don't give a shit. Side note, the 5th planet, which is called Shiverstar, is supposedly, fan theory, a frozen version of Earth, because the sprite that they used is just Earth with a white color tint over the top.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun.
By the way, is there like just a fuck ton of MacGuffins we're not talking about?
Yes.
Okay,
there's so many, and it's like, oh, the 5 magical crystals of food, and the the darkness thing. It's like, go defeat the whatever the fuck. And this one, it's like, oh, go get the crystals. Like, they're just sort of MacGuffins. They don't really mean anything. A lot of Kirby games are like, hey, Kirby's here, and an intergalactic force is eating the universe. Go do some shit for 5 minutes. Now we'll go fight the intergalactic god. That's not a joke. That's just how the games go for some reason.
What the fuck are these games, my man? And what's happened next? What's happened next? We have a fairy.
After collecting all of the crystals, Kirby goes to remove what is in this game called miracle matter. I don't know why they call it that. It's clearly dark matter from the planet. But after that, it's him or someone else detects an evil presence inside of the princess of the planet who was swallowed with the darkness, to which they expunge the darkness out of her, which creates a star of dark matter, which has a familiar face inside, which is 02. They just called it 02. It's not Zero.
They killed Zero. Zero's dead.
Zero's dead.
Kirby
Zero's dead
fucking killed him.
Kirby killed him, yeah.
Kirby killed Zero. Okay.
With love
He killed. Kirby killed the god of darkness from another dimension with his love stick.
Well, God of Darkness. Clearly, the 02. So
There's
he's not
zero
done
number
yet.
2.
Is he bigger than the last?
Is he better?
He is. I
Did they
think
straight up just Death Star this?
Is he Starkiller Base?
He looks
Oh,
very
shit.
similar. He looks
No, it's
sort
Death
of
Star
like
2,
a
man.
little... Okay, no, I do have Origin of 02. 02
Yes.
is the name they went with it. He's the leader of this bunch, and he's Dark Matter 2. It isn't Zero from the last game. 02 was apparently made, or supposedly made, when the orb, which I mentioned Zero, the eyeball was ripped out of, was reincarnated and used to create a new being of great darkness.
By who?
Who fucking cares?
The ancient one's going, haha, didn't see that coming.
It's like, okay, Dark Matter. This is 02. This time with 50% more darkness.
Oh, God.
Incredible.
Fuck.
So after this, Dark Matter's really defeated.
How did he defeat
guess.
Zero
Wait, does
Two?
it kill it? How does he do it? How does he kill this
Just
one?
kills it.
He-
I don't.
does he
know.
rip-
Does he
use
need
his-
his love stick again?
Does he rip
or-
out his fucking eyeball
I think
again?
he uses a sword or maybe some
Oh.
crystals.
That's
that
even way.
fairies
That's
give
way
him.
cooler. Fucking, you're all.
It's yeah, but he just murders them, and for sure, Dark Matter's really killed for like 2 games.
I'm just imagining Kirby goes up to Dark Matter and tries to punch it, and Meta Knight comes up to him, just hands him a sword and goes, and Halo goes, and fucking slices it in two.
Pretty much. One of the other odd
This the
things about
fucking
the
Goblin
games,
King, you know, Hobbit, where he's like, what you going to do now, Kirby? Pulls out
stab
sword.
me.
That'll do it.
Time to find out. How did they kill 02? Yeah, 02 is like a white sphere this time with like angel wings, and he's got another bled right eye, but this time it has a blood drip coming out of it.
Ah.
He's sad because his dad got killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad fucking died to Kirby. But this one's got
he
wings. That's
uses-
cool. That's so much more cooler.
Kirby uses the crystal gun.
Jesus. hey, 02. Glock, mother. Just fucking shoots him in the face. What? Okay, I pulled your dad's fucking eye out and killed him in the shower of blood.
It
I'm
was
just gonna
worse than that.
fucking
He
shoot you.
shoved his love stick into him and then pulled his eye out.
This time I'm like, I don't even have the time to pull out my love stick. I'm just gonna fucking Glock you in the face. Holy shit. Kirby's a fucking baller. Are they allowed to have a gun in a kid's game that kills
Crystal
people?
gun. It's not a gun.
Yeah, it's a crystal
It
gun,
is a
right?
gun. It just shoots crystals rather than bullets.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
No, that's fine.
Nah.
I'm gonna look at what this crystal gun looks like.
Straight up, just a
search
Glock.
up 02 Kirby. It's very good.
That's look up crystal. Okay, that might not be from Kirby. That doesn't look like from Kirby art.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit less demonic than I was picturing, I admit.
It's a
pretty
little
bad,
bit
though.
more pixely than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I was picturing.
It's from
Yeah,
fucking 64.
I realize now.
He does
I
look
forgot
fucking
that.
wild though. Holy, that does. He's got an angel. He's got an angel halo. He's died in.
Supposedly his design is of a fallen angel.
Yeah, he's come back to fucking life. That makes sense. Oh my god, because that's what angels look. That's what angels were originally described in the Bible.
Yeah.
Angels were originally described as like one big eye and if different angels described different ways, but the angels are described like that. Like not as we don't picture angels as humans. That's not what they look like in the Bible in the original clips. So that's actually really fucking cool. So Kirby fucking kills angels. That's amazing. I love that. Kirby's kills fucking. Where is the crystal gun though? Wait, is that literally just 2 crystals and something in the middle of it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's not a gun.
Okay, cool.
Are you guys satisfied with your crystal gun research?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, sorry.
Kirby has something which I find a little bit unique among games, which is in many of the games, starting with the first Dreamland, there's smaller mini games inside the main game. That's not unusual. There are often, like, if you get to play a mini game in a game, it'll often offer them to you to play later. But what is unique is the fact that these games range from like fun side games to like full-on parodies of the main game. For example, Milky Way Wishes. Kirby Superstar. Kirby is tricked by Marx, a jester-type character, into summoning Galactic Nova, a clockwork star, at the time of unknown origin. Once Nova is summoned, it has the power to grant one wish, and Marx just knocks Kirby the fuck out of the way, and then wishes to command all of Dreamland. Marx made the sun and moon fight as a distraction, and it took the power of Kirby making the sun and moon make friends again, and then have Sun and Moon delay Marx from taking over Dreamland for Kirby to then kill Marx. Kirby's more powerful than the sun and moon combined.
The sun and moon and the god who can grant fucking wishes. Also, two things. One, his name's Marx.
Marx.
Like Karl Marx.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. Knowing what was
It's
going
a
on.
name.
Knowing what was going on at the world at the time. Very interesting.
God, I had the same problem when I tried to call my dog Hitler. Seriously.
I know, right? God. People like when you call Hitler at the
People
park.
just assume.
People
They're like,
assume.
oh, that's a name you can't use. It's like, okay.
It's used for
just
thousands
a
of years
name.
before that. Fuck.
Get off your high horse, Jaw. God.
God. Fuck. We're gonna get cancelled. We've already-
I think we're already.
If
cancelled
people
after
don't
last
realize
episode.
that I am being sarcastic to
You're
make
so
them go fuck
cunning.
themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Also, look up fucking Nova. Look up, please, dude. Look up Nova.
Galactic Nova?
Look up Nova Kirby. He is so high. He is so high. Look at his face. Why
Oh
is his
my
face?
God.
Why is he so creepy? Why does
Oh
he
yeah,
look
no,
so
that's
God,
creepy?
what
he's
the
high
right
as
one.
fuck.
Well, he looks high and creepy. I'm like, why? What is that? What are these? What are they?
For people at home, he appears to almost have a giant cat face.
I hate it.
He has giant round blue eyes, as well as a sun decal on top of a almost steampunk-esque clockwork internals.
He looks like he's a
large
giant.
circle akin to a stopwatch.
He's a giant pocket watch with a face on the front. Also,
Now,
yeah,
if
his
you-
eye.
If you want a really fucking creepy thing, Matt.
His
look up
eyes are
Marx.
closed like he's fucking checking you out or is
Oh
really
yeah,
high.
Marx is fucking worse.
There's
Marx
also-
is so
Marx,
much
I
worse.
described as a Kirby, as a Jester-esque type. In his default form, he's a small pink puff with shoes similar to Kirby, although he has bigger eyes and a little Jester hat.
I found
When
out.
he is
vampire
given the
teeth.
power, to take over Dreamland, he forms giant iridescent wings, as well as a mouthful of fangs and a demonic eye-open smile.
Yeah, it is very creepy.
Marx Kirby. I also found a photo of Nova winking, and that fucking put me off. I'm very scared now. Marx creepy. That's like one of the first results that come up. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That is a demon if I've ever fucking seen one. Holy shit.
That's your sleep paralysis demon.
Huh. That might be it. Fuck. Yeah, why is Kirby fighting a demon from hell called Marx?
Because he has the ability to summon the Clockwork Star.
So this is too much. Holy shit.
Another sub-game is Meta Nightmare Ultra, which came out with the remake of Kirby Superstar, Kirby Superstar Ultra. This game is focused on the hypothetical of what if Meta Knight was the protagonist, and ends with him fighting Galactonite, a being of immense power which is seen it a couple of times in sub-games, although never really in the series proper. The same is true in the same remake is True Arena, harder version of the area minigame. The final boss is Marx's soul, a reincarnated version of Marx. It ends with information about the boss, which reads in part, he absorbed a Nova's power to bring back his evil souls. Note the word usage Big old foreshadow.
There's a lot of fucking Novas out there that can grant wishes.
You'll be seeing.
What? Okay. In my mind, there's like demon. I'm picturing a world like Kirby's just like a representation of like worlds. Where there's demons and angels and like superpowered beings, and like that's why like angels can grant wishes in a way. So Novas are like smaller, less important angels, and when you summon them, you can grant a wish from one of those because you summon them the right way. Because that sounds like what it is. It sounds like like an angel, in that sense.
Sure.
Also, kind of
You
looks
can
like
have whatever interpretation you want, my man.
it. Also, kind of reminds me of Metatron. Meta Knight.
Metatron?
Metatron. Oh fuck!
What are you fucking talking?
Do you know Metatron? It's God's voice in the Bible.
Sure.
Metatron is the angel that speaks for God, basically in the Bible. So whenever someone wants to speak to God, they speak to Meta Knight. It's like his right hand.
Meta Knight.
Yes. No, speak to
Hey,
Metatron.
let me get Meta Knight in here.
He's known as the voice of God, basically.
Fair enough. I was unaware of that.
Yeah, so-
I'm not up to date with my Christian law.
Sorry, I love my Christian law.
Law
I'm
set on
probably
Christian
wrong.
law?
Christian law. That new podcast called Living by the Christian Law.
Oh god.
Also, I looked up Galactonite, and that is fucking what I love. Fucking Galactonite. Holy shit.
Galactonite's very good. There is a great bit about him later on. Basically, you can for future purposes, Galactonite's basically one of the most powerful beings in the fucking
Is
universe.
Galactonite confirmed as a
Nice.
him?
I say him because Meta Knights are him and they look the same.
Mm-hmm. Fair. But
Are you assuming that it's a she because of
I'm
pink, or are you
assuming.
saying
I'm
that it's a
assuming.
them?
Are there gender in the Kirby universe?
If I don't know, I'm just gonna say whatever comes to my head.
Cool.
And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me.
Okay, I don't, because I don't know if there's gender.
I am not the fucking authority on Kirby.
As you should be. That's the whole point of the research.
What are you talking about? I've never played a Kirby game apart from Epic Yarn, which I don't even mention in this script.
It's a good
Mom,
point.
Dad, stop fighting.
Next game we're going to talk about is Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. This is a big one in terms of lore, as it includes the first appearance of the Mirror Dimension.
Oh,
High
I've heard
above
about that.
Dreamland.
Yeah,
Yes.
in Doctor Strange.
Oh, yes.
High above Dreamland, there is a portal which leads to a mirror version of Dreamland. This is used a couple of times throughout the series and is the cause of some pretty major issues further down the line. After sensing a dark force inside the mirror, Meta Knight flies into it, after which he is immediately ambushed by said dark force, his reflection. Dark Meta Knight is one of the other recurring threats of this game, and yet another galactic level force that the Puffball can just fucking deal with. I don't know.
Fuck.
Dark Meta Knight comes out of the mirror and also attacks Kirby, splitting him into 4 versions of himself, which
Wait,
is
what?
mainly the focus of this game. Hey, remember the Zelda episode?
Yeah?
You remember how there was a game called Four Swords where Zelda got split into 4 versions of himself?
Yeah.
That was released about the same time as this.
We're
It was very
back.
Popular.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Awesome.
Nintendo was like, hey, that worked for one series, let's do it again.
Fuck's sake. Fuck. Nintendo.
I think they were getting into like story-based multiplayer things, and the easiest way is to just have a single
Split your hero
protagonist
into
thing and
4.
just split the hero into 4 pieces. They figured out they could do it with Mario because they gave him brothers from the start, but with Kirby and stuff, like what the fuck? Who's gonna play King Dedede?
Me. Fucking love him.
Shut
Oh,
up.
I'd love to play King DDD.
King Dedede.
In Epic Yarn, they just have a blue Kirby come play with you. That's just
Yeah.
not explaining the plot at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a dark Kirby?
Well, I'll get to that in a sec.
Ooh.
After fighting his way through the mirror dimension and defeating Dark Meta Knight, again, one of the most powerful beings in the universe.
Fuck yeah.
His true enemy is revealed, which is Dark Mind, a fiery red eye, which is the reflected version of Zero. I'm not kidding when I say Zero was scary, being a white orb with a red eye in the middle. Search up Dark Mind Kirby, because holy shit, dude.
What the fuck is that?
Oh. That's fun.
That's actually Sauron's eye.
It's the fucking Eye of
It's
Sauron.
the Eye of Sauron.
It actually
Wait,
is a-
why? Okay, everything in the mirror dimension is like the opposite of is in the normal dimension, right?
No.
Okay. I thought it was
It's a
like
distorted reflection.
I was like, why is the evil people not good in this universe?
Hey, wait, what year would this game have been released?
Let me check. It's from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which came out in
It surely came out before.
2004.
2000. Okay, cool. After the movies. Cool.
Oh, okay. You came out
Well,
before.
okay, they may have actually been inspired by Sauron Eye then, because I was going to say it's potentially possible it could have been inspired the other way around. But
I literally
There's
just
actually a lot of characters in these games which are inspired from certain animes, which people have noted.
I literally just found I was looking. I look up Dark on Kirby. If you scroll down enough, it literally has a picture of both Dark of Sauron and this guy. And someone is everyone just going to ignore the fact that they're both the same?
yeah. Is
Yeah.
about right.
So that's the Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Yeah, again, for people at home, basically just marks the giant white eye, except instead of white, it's fire, and instead of the
It's Zero
red
the
eye,
giant
it's
white eye.
black and
Zero the
red.
giant white eye.
Yeah.
Not marks.
It is horrifying.
Yeah.
On to the next game. Once oh no, never
So he
mind.
just
Once-
kills that. He
once-
kills that.
Once Dark Mind is defeated, yes, Kirby. Oh, well, there's 4 Kirbys now.
There's 4 of them. Okay, yeah, well, there's 4 double. Why did they split him into 4? It sounds like a bad idea. He has infinite power. Now he has 4 infinite powers. Mm-hmm. It's a bad fucking idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and did they kill him?
At the end, Dark Mind games. Dark Mind's first form. His attack is firing a large number of stars. I assume that they just hit him a lot.
Yeah, and
There's
then
no specific enemy attack mentioned.
so they
Okay.
just punch him until he dies.
Pretty much.
Looking up death, how does he die?
They just punch him a lot.
They probably just rip out his eye again, I'd say. Fucking
Yeah, something along those lines.
fucking
Anywho,
heat.
Kirby lore.
Holy
On to the
shit.
next. After Darkmind is defeated, Kirby leaves the Mirrorland in the hands of Mirror Kirby, which is just a dark version of Kirby that is... I mean, Kirby's a fucking being of pure good. So, Kirby should be... Mirror Kirby should be a being of pure evil, but he's not. He's just more Kirby.
he's a
Kirby
good,
never ends.
he's a good person.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's because the real Kirby is the evil one, because he keeps killing everyone.
Yeah, sounds like it. He can't let everyone fucking live their normal lives. He just kills fucking everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe he's just like a being of pure goodness. Like how Zero is a pure darkness. Even in the mirror dimension, he's dark. Kirby's so good that he's always good.
Maybe.
He can't be distorted. He's
Maybe
pure
it just made sense that Kirby would be good. Anyway,
because his love stick is so strong, man.
God, his love stick, not just
His
love
love stick.
fucking hate the love of the stick. I wish you guys never. Next game, Kirby Squeak Squad. Kirby chases a bunch of mice that stole his cake.
We're back to it. Yeah,
Back to that good shit.
This is what I fucking love. This is the
They
shit.
were like, we lost the food line. We got a bit bogged down in the elder.
This is what I truly care. Exactly. This is what I truly care about. What happened to his food? I want some basic, simple Kirby. This is what I came
Psych!
for.
They also happen to steal a chest that contains Dark Nebula, a piece of dark matter that had been sealed away for eons, which promptly possesses the leader of the mice and begins killing Kirby. Psych
kills
again! Kirby can beat this
Oh.
motherfucker, no problem.
My soul has drained from my body. I was happy, and then it was gone.
One guy was like, hey, we should get back onto that cake train. They're like, yeah, we can do a game about
No!
stealing cake." No! Fucking Miyamoto beats the door down. What are you doing here?
Because it just kicks the fucking door down the internet. We're going back to demons. Like, no!
Wait, is Miyamoto like the Nintendo dude?
Yeah, Miyamoto's the most famous developer there. I don't know if he's in charge of Kirby.
He just fucking kicks.
Who
He kicks
is
the.
in charge of Kirby. Masahiro Sakurai.
I've heard of
Masahiro
him.
Sakurai is the guy who's in charge of
Smash.
Kirby. Apologies for my irredeemable badness.
He
He also does Smash.
Yeah, he
Smash
does.
Bros.
He's the same guy who does Smash. Yeah.
Because he worked originally when he started at HAL Laboratory, which is...
Okay.
Yeah. He fucking.
Also, he created the character of Kirby at age 19, which makes me angry because I'm 20.
Yeah. What have you done with your life?
Nothing. Fuck it. Well, nothing good anyway.
Made a podcast.
I said good.
Nothing good. I stand by it.
I like how
yeah.
we at least for a second there we're back at the origin of Kirby,
Back-
and
back
then
chilling
and then
out.
the studio came in and said needs more dark demons, and I'm like,
Don't
fuck's
worry.
sake.
This isn't. It doesn't start off this next game with Dark Demons too much.
Good. Too much.
It does end with them.
Okay.
No, this one starts off with aliens. At the beginning of the game, Magalore, an alien from another planet, crashes his ship into Dreamland, emerging from a wormhole at the start of the game. After crashing and losing all the bits of his ship, Kirby and the gang find Magalore, and he explains that the ship is called the Law Starcutter, and that it is a legendary Halcandrian vessel crafted by, quote, the Ancients.
Nice.
They're back, baby!
The law Starcutter.
LOR Starcutter.
Oh,
Laws
so close.
revealed in later games to be a translation of Paradise. So the Paradise Starcutter. So
Nice,
very
cute,
beautiful.
very cute.
Nice name. He does transform it into a weapon of death, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Fuck's sake.
That's why it's the Star Cutter.
Yes, I guess. I mean, it's like being called the Sea Cutter. It's not trying to fight the sea.
I know.
It's sails.
I'm just saying.
Whenever I
According
get
to
into a
Magalore-
boat, I'm trying to fight the sea.
We're getting more information about the Ancients.
You
Shut
really
up.
are trying to fight the sea.
I fight the sea.
It usually wins.
I don't
Usually
drown.
wins. Are you telling me that he's beaten it?
I've never drowned before. That means I won every time.
Call that a draw.
My brain flashes back to you two on the sailing trip where we were camping up to Rye, and me and James just being on the beach looking at. Were they still out on the water? We just see you guys like.
Fuckers went off in
Nero!
the ice cream as the fucking wind was coming offshore, and we're trying to.
The worst.
You're the one that put the dumbasses in the boats together.
Yeah.
You had James Rickard. You can't.
Yeah,
complain.
we can't.
I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah.
You're gonna need to cut out James Rickard. I just realized I shouldn't say his full name in this.
Yeah.
You're the one that You're the one that had James in the boat. He knows how to sail. I taught him how to sail.
Well, you gave
You
him,
put him in a boat and pushed him out to sea.
You put the first brick in the foundation, and then you kind of ran from there.
Yeah. Listen, I'm
Anyway.
not. Yeah. Hey, let me have something, please. Let's get on to the ancients. According to Maglore, the ancients were a hugely advanced civilization that disappeared at some point for some reason. Doesn't get explained. They all lived in Halcandria, a planet which is hidden in another dimension, very far away. Hence the word.
Yes, yeah.
Another.
It's so far away. It's another fucking dimension.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was very weird because every time they say it, it's very far away in another dimension. It's like, I mean, I get nether travel, but like
distance in dimensions. How does that work?
also wormholes in the Kirby universe are star-shaped, which leads me to one of two conclusions. Either one, the wormholes are naturally star-shaped, sick, or two, they're so advanced with wormhole technology you can style on people with your own custom
shaped. I think it's definitely custom shaped.
You know there's someone out there with just like a Mustang starship that's driving through one that's shaped like a giant cock.
Nice.
You just arrive at random planets and just.
Doesn't
be
Kirby
like,
ride on a star?
He rides on a star. He doesn't have a starship or the ability to make wormholes.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Ooh.
Because a game hasn't needed him to yet. Basically.
He's a god.
Maglore says that he excavated it from Halcandria, but that's questionable for reasons that we'll see in a little bit. Alongside the Star Cutter, the ancients were also responsible for a series of mysterious items that could do wonderful things, like, quote Maglore, bring dreams to life, Fountain of Dreams, and clockwork stars. Clockwork stars. So now we can see the dots connecting.
Yeah.
Of some parts of the series, when we realize that the ancients are the one who made all the fucking weird MacGuffins that we're dealing with.
Ancients created everything in the start. Okay, cool. Makes sense.
We don't know the connection between them and dark matter yet, but
We'll see.
we'll get to it.
Ooh.
But yeah, as you can see, like they are responsible for making stuff like the Fountain of Dreams, which is in the first game. The ancients made that and just dunked it on Popstar and then fucked off again for some reason. Who knows?
And they made the clockwork thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
In an extra mode of this game, which is an interesting tidbit, Maglore... actually, sorry. The fuck?
I think his brain
I
is...
wrote this at like 2 in the morning.
His brain is rotating. The gears are getting stuck.
An extra interesting bit of information that we get in an other mode of this game is that Maglore came to Dreamland already knowing about Kirby.
Ooh.
An interdimensional star being riding a ship from another dimension knew about Kirby.
I mean, if you fucking don't know about Kirby, if you're any big person, he's defeated like 16 different Lords of Darkness.
Yes.
At this point, you should know about Kirby if you're anyone.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I will say, the reason that he knows about Kirby is because he had a fight with someone close to him. So Kirby fought someone close to Maglore.
Probably fucking Zero, wasn't it?
No. Based on hints, possibly it's Marks. I don't know why that's included. It's just kind of interesting.
Interesting.
After the course of the main game, and after Kirby reassembles the ship for Maglore, just because he's so fucking nice, he then takes them on a trip to Halcandria, where Kirby helps defeat Landia, who is a 4-headed dragon that Maglore has convinced them is an evil scourge on the lands of Halcandria.
A 4-headed dragon. Mm-hmm. Sick.
You can search up Landia, Landia Kirby, and you'll see. However, I'm about to give you something even better to search up. 4-headed dragon on Halcandria.
Yeah,
After defeating it, it's revealed that Maglore actually just wanted to get the Master Crown, which was on its head. And with this, as soon as Kirby beats Landia, he puts it on, activating the crown and transforming into a much more sinister form, intending to conquer the entire universe.
Wait, Kirby does this?
No,
The alien
Maglore
dude.
does. So Maglore just convinced Kirby to beat up a dragon and then took its crown and is now transformed into a...
So the dragon was actually a good person all along.
Yes, it was, in fact, nullifying the crown's evil effects.
Okay, what do we look up?
Search up Magalore boss
You'll
fight.
see the chill
Magalor's ve-
Magalore, and you'll see
Magalor's-
the evil Magalore.
Magalore's very cute.
Magalore's very cute. His boss form isn't.
He's just got his darkness. He looks like a
He
jester.
looks like he's gonna hug you.
He does kind of look like he's gonna hug me.
Some-
I kind of see how he looks like Mark's though. Like I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He looks
that's
like
the
a relative or a friend of Mark's. Karl Marx of communism, of course.
As per usual with Kirby game weird relics, though, the person using it is unaware of its full power. With the crown activated, and no longer having Landia to suppress it, which was its job, a gem eye is revealed on the front, and what was clearly once a crown is now a headpiece, which pulses and squirms. In the cutscene, it's like wiggling and like,
Oh god.
and it has these big like talon claws that reach down and almost like on your brow, like are digging into Maglore's head. So it's pretty clearly now attached to him.
So it has like a mind of its own.
With the third phase of the fight, this goes further still, with the crown actually reshaping Magalore to refit its needs, creating a creature which resembles the original crown more than it did the guy who chose to wear it.
Yeah. Fuck.
With wide wings and eyes cloaked in shadow between two gold-wrapped horns, it's pretty obvious who's in control.
Yeah.
Kirby defeats the crown, after which Magalore decides not to mess with Elder Gods again, and he builds Kirby a theme park. Moving on!
Wait, what?
Floraria is the set of floral islands which Kirby finds himself on in Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Oh boy.
So the dragon was protecting the crown.
Yes.
So he's probably like the only one who could like keep its power back. So when Kirby fucked him up, the other guy got the crown took over him. That's fucking
correct.
sick.
It is very cool.
That is. Why did he build him a fucking theme park though? That's my question. And what is this called?
There's a very good reason why I decided to move on quickly from it. Because I don't know. It's literally the closing cutscenes, and Magalore goes, oops, sorry, here's a theme park.
What? Sorry,
Let's talk about Triple Deluxe.
Sorry, I nearly became an elder god and took over the universe. Sorry about that.
I'm not trying to go fast because I have too much of the script left. I'm just going too fast because I don't know why.
Oh no, no,
I don't wanna talk
that's what
about
I'm saying. Let's move on to Triple Deluxe for you.
I'm sorry, but if we don't stop on these, I'm gonna blow my brain out because
That's
like
the intention.
Yeah,
What?
I was gonna say.
this is
Also,
this
you're
is
not
crazy.
going to blow your brain out. Your
Brain is going to explode. Yeah, sorry, bad terminology. I'm not going to. My brain is going to explode out of my own brain. I'm not going to do it. Fuck.
Your brain's going to explode out of your own brain.
Yeah, two brains.
Two brains.
One brain for normal things, and one brain from this fucking podcast. And the podcast brain's going to explode.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, if it didn't explode, it can't be much worse.
Floraria is a set of floral islands which Kirby finds himself on in Kirby Triple Deluxe. King DDD is swept along too, and a spider-style mage called Tyranza mistakes him for the hero of Dreamland and takes him away. So in this game, there's just some roots that pick up Kirby's house, and King DDD's there as well, and then Tyranza just fucking abducts DDD because he thinks that he's the hero of Dreamland.
Are they having a
Not
cup
a
of
lot
tea?
Huh?
They're having like a cup of tea.
No, they're in different houses. They just both ended up in Floraria.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, like I'd assume so. He's the fucking king. Like no one assumed this fucking Kirby shit.
True.
It's the
While
cure.
Floraria seems peaceful, it's actually ruled by a tyrant, a hornet-like creature called Queen Sectonia, who will stop at nothing to ensure that she remains queen, which is fairly normal stuff.
Yeah.
But good news, it's not a Lovecraftian twist this time. It's just a sad one.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't want to feel sad. It's a Kirby episode.
Queen Sectonia seems odd when Kirby reaches her, as she goes as far as fusing with the Dreamstalk, which is the great plant that causes all of the floral islands to be held aloft. All the islands are in the sky, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's like a big vine holding them all up. Like, think Jack and the Beanstalk, but with like islands on the branches.
That's pretty fucking sick.
So that's the Dreamstalk. She fuses herself with the Dreamstalk in order to preserve her beauty forever.
Nice.
That's not explained. You just kill her and then
Oh,
keep
you
going.
kill her. Oh, okay.
You murder her, yeah.
She's fucking dead.
As more explanation, in a sub-game for this,
Kirby
you can
has
play
no
as DDD,
fucking
and when-
morals. Sorry.
In a sub-game for this, you can play as DDD, and when you defeat the final boss, you get an alternative ending, where suddenly a portal to the mirror dimension appears. It's back! Who knows?
Fuck.
Shadow DDD then comes out to fight, followed by entering the portal and fighting Dark Meta Knight X2, even more edgy edition.
Oh no.
He just got worse because they trapped him inside the mirror at the end of Mirror World, Mirrorland, whatever the fuck that. And he's just been brooding in there ever since.
Holy shit,
And
Dark
chilling.
Meta Knight is fucking edgy as shit.
Dark Meta Knight's very edgy. So, with some pause screen hints and some other bits and pieces, we can piece together the story behind Sectonia. Sectonia doesn't actually start out her full story like she is in the game. She's much more like Tyranza, which is a small kind of spider-like creature. Quite cute, not like creepy spider creature. And at the time, Tyranza is actually her best friend. Tyranza has an unrequited love for Sectonia and stole the Dimension Mirror as a gift for her, not realizing that it was a prison for Dark Meta Knight.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oopsies.
Here's this beautiful mirror. Oh no, the fucking demons are coming out.
As Sectonia stared into the mirror for longer and longer periods, she started to use magic to make herself more beautiful, becoming wasp-like with golden wings and a colourful body. After long enough, she no longer had any resemblance to her former self, only hungry for power and beauty. By the time Kirby is actually duking it out with her, Tyranza, in a pause screen, says, quote, "She must be given eternal beauty sleep, because she's a tyrant."
Holy shit.
It's as if you watched your crush suddenly become like a tyrant and only obsessed with beauty and power. And you're like, yeah, if you can fucking murder her, that's...
That
It's
sounds
time.
like a Russian. Oh no, she must be put to beauty sleep. She's been too powerful. So sad she had to be put to sleep.
So sad this time for beauty.
It's bedtime now. I'm so sorry.
I apologize for the mistakes, but unfortunately, you must be put to the beauties.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's the bear. So it's the old lady on the bear. She's coming. The Russian lady.
Well, no. Fuck's sake. We're not bringing back the old Russian lady on a bear. Fuck's sake. No.
Damn.
Yes. You will stay beautiful forever as a
Despite
corpse.
the obvious win of defeating a, sort of evil, twisted tyrant, we are left with Tyranza just mourning Sectonia and being sad about the love that never was.
That's super sad.
Which is a classic love story of boy loves girl, girl doesn't love boy, boy gets cursed mirror for girl, girl turns into a hungry power demon, and boy helps demigod Puffball kill girl.
Classic love story.
Always.
That's what Shakespeare said.
That keeps happening. I felt
Still
that
better
a few
love
times.
story than Twilight.
That's true. I mean,
that's an old joke.
I've experienced that several times. It's just a.
Listen, it keeps
happens
happening.
forever.
I don't know where I keep getting these mirrors from.
Yeah, it's relatable. It's so relatable.
That's the thing I love about the Kirby games. Trying to fight over food being stolen, mortal darkness demons, unrequited love,
There's just so many. They hit
murdering your crush.
They just
'cause he's become
hit
a tyrant.
They just hit key factors of a normal life every time. It's just this is why I love this. Is such a good kids game.
It's one of those things that's why it's good for a kids game. It brings you into the normality of life and just sort of
Exactly.
embraces you with these normal things that people deal with.
This is great.
I've titled the next section "Even More Depressed."
Ah, great.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, great. Now we're getting from normal teen life to normal adult life. This is good.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. Normal life in Dreamland has returned. Psych! The sky's blotted out as a massive machine lowers itself onto Popstar, drilling 5 massive legs into the planet.
Okay, so we fought demons,
Yes.
aliens,
Yes.
tyrants from alternate dimension versions.
No, not alternate dimensions, just the same dimension.
Shadow
So
dimension. though.
it's time to mech.
and
yeah.
and alternate dimensions. We're now fading robots. Robots is coming.
More, mechanization.
Yeah.
And Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos is back.
Oh god, no! This is our world in 10 years' time.
Oh no.
This machine is called the Access Arc, which is owned by the Holtman Works Company, infamous across the galaxy for just yeeting planets in order to get their resources.
Nice.
Oh, is it the Avatar movie? Do you know that the
I've
people that
never
come,
watched it.
the people that are
Yeah. From Earth. Yeah. I know what you
They,
mean.
they just
I
come
keep
and
my-
yeet. And, yeah.
What are they called? I can't remember what they're called, but you know.
It's extremely funny to me
Yeah.
that I just have key parts of my pop culture knowledge missing. Not deliberately, just because I'm a moron.
You are a
I
moron.
never
I
watched
wouldn't-
Avatar or
I mean,
The Last
I
Airbender.
I wouldn't say Avatar the movie's like a must watch, to be honest. Like,
It's Pocahontas in space.
yeah,
It's
Never watched
that.
Pocahontas either.
me neither.
Holy shit! What the fuck, guys?
Okay. Kidnapped. Kirby napped through the destruction of his planet that shortly followed. But after a bit,
I
gets his
relate.
shit
I relate
together.
to that. No,
Yeah, true.
I napped through 2020.
Just quietly through the destruction of the planet.
I can't
No
deal with it.
stress.
Yeah.
Kirby destroys the legs. He gets his shit together and starts destroying the legs.
Oh, good on
heading
you.
towards confronting the main body. As Kirby is destroying the legs, he meets Susie, who is the secretary and personal assistant to Mr. Holtman.
Oh, lovely.
Through some interactions, she also mentions the mother computer, which is extremely important in just a second.
Oh,
Inside the Access Arc, he meets Professor Holtman, the mastermind behind the invasion of Popstar. After a sweet introduction where he turns around in a chair and looks really fucking cool, he reveals Stardream, a supercomputer which is powering the Access Arc, built using blueprints and designed left behind by a mysterious race.
the ancients.
Yeah, it's the Ancients.
They're back.
They're back. They're always back.
They're back to fuck with you again.
After being beaten by Kirby, obviously, Holtman tries to control Stardream, but Susie swoops in and takes the helmet away that he was going to use to control it. This leaves Holtman open to being scanned and merged with Stardream against his will. Why'd she do that?
So like, why does anyone ever try to fight Kirby? I just don't get it. Don't you
I
just
mean,
give up at this point?
if I looked at Kirby, I'd be like, "I'm a god of the universe. I can take that." And then he's like,
Yeah.
"No, I have infinite fucking power for no
like-
reason because I am a god."
Imagine if a Samoyed pulled out a God Killer sword.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh.
Okay, wait. What just took over this dude?
The Stardream, the computer.
Okay, this computer, the AI. So now we're fighting fucking AI. Okay, the AI took over.
Background for why Susie did that. By checking lore, we can find out that once upon a time, the Holtman Works Company was a simple robotics company led by President Holtman's full name incoming, Max Profit Holtman.
Nice.
Nice. That is
Along
a
with-
good
That's a
name.
great name.
Yes.
At the time, his young daughter, Susanna. At some point in the past, they came across the blueprints for a wish-granting supercomputer, and, of course, being robotics nerds, immediately started trying to make it.
No,
However,
fair enough.
while testing out a function called the Space-Time Transport Program, I wonder what it does, Susanna was warped into another dimension. Luckily, she survived.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, whoopsies.
How many dimensions are there, or is this like infinite dimension?
Too many. Luckily, she would survive and return to her dear old papa. But sadly, he was not the man she remembered when she was a child. The accident happened. Holtman was convinced that his daughter died in the process, leaving him a broken man. He became obsessed with completing Stardream in order to revive her.
Holy shit.
However, due to Stardream and its neural interface not being complete and malfunctioning a touch, Holtman would lose both his kind and loving nature as well as the memory of his daughter, until he completely forgot her. He then changed the goal of his company from the revival of Susie to infinite prosperity.
That seems like a bit of a stretch.
He was then that Holtman started farming planets because Stardream came up with a business plan that basically said, it's the easiest way to get
And
shit
this is
done."
fucking capitalism right here. This is capitalism. Hey, it's best for the business. Must be a good idea, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God.
Good news, Holtman wasn't entirely gone. When he saw Susie again for the first time in years, he felt familiarity and hired her as an assistant, despite the fact that he didn't recognize her.
His own fucking daughter. Holy shit. He was gone.
In order to teach the old man a lesson, Susie had been making preparations to sell Stardream to any company that wanted her.
Nice.
That is a power move.
You really shouldn't put that weapon in anyone else's hands, though.
Yeah, I know. It seems a little bit odd. Sadly, due to the interface with Holtman and his obsession with mechanization, Stardream had developed an extreme hatred of all forms of life, believing that robots were superior, basically.
Yes,
once
capitalism.
Susie interrupted the startup process, Stardream decided to just absorb what was left of Holtman, leaving him a mechanized corpse which the computer used as a puppet.
That's fucking horrifying.
You can watch the cutscenes from this thing. Basically, the computer goes, error. deleting,
Holy shit.
and Holtman just goes like, and then dies.
Holy fuck.
He doesn't like, explicitly die, but he
This is
dies.
this is a fucking kids game. Holy shit.
Be like if
Yeah.
you could just hack someone's brain and just press delete and they just go.
Oh my god.
You're making a corpse. You can do the same thing with a gun.
Yeah, shit.
But
And Kirby's already done
but-
that.
But then you've like ruptured the corpse by putting a bullet through it. This is like just an empty body. Is more what I'm
that's a
talking
fair
about.
point.
Then you
That's-
could like
Yeah.
upload a new personality. You just
No.
download them onto a USB and put a new person in there.
Hey man, this is shit. That's not, because this is actually could happen in the future.
Dystopia,
Like
dystopia.
this is not good. No, we're not getting no.
No,
I'm-
Izzy and I were actually goofing the other day. If you could like restore someone to factory settings.
The more I learn
God.
about technology, the more I learn about what people are trying to do right now, the more scared I am
You,
about
you,
the
you
world.
just point a phone at them and just restore factory settings, and they're just.
No, yeah, that's fucking horrifying. You don't want this shit. You don't want that.
Of course you don't.
Can I have +3 intelligence?
No.
Oh my god, it's like the Great Intelligence, underrated Doctor Who plot point when there's that company, the first Matt Smith and Clara episode in like season 7 or whatever, and they've got a little tablet where she can just like turn people's stats up, and she's like, my workers aren't doing a good enough job, increases intelligence and creativity, and then he's like, I have an idea. It's like,
But then,
cool.
but then the better bit is the fact that he goes like, "Did you just change my stats?" And she goes, "No," and then just like gets the like suspicion thing. It's like,
yeah, turns suspicion down, yeah. Turns up obedience, turns down suspicion. It's so good.
it's so fucking dumb.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's excellent.
The other fun
man.
bit is the fact that at the end of the episode, they all released from the office and they all walk out in a daze. And one of them's like, "I came here to clean toilets."
Yeah,
like
they all
5
get
years
like
ago." And it's
reset
what the
to
fuck?
factory settings of like the stage they were when they entered the business, and it's great.
Fuck. Okay.
It's so fucking funny.
Should we return to what the fuck we were talking about?
Kirby.
Yes.
Fuck.
Kirby time.
You mean? Oh, sorry. I mean the demon souls. Fucking.
Yeah, so once she sees that
Hell.
her dad got fucking absorbed by the computer, she changes her tune and gives Kirby a mech to fight her dad in.
And Kirby, because he's obviously a genius,
can use
can
it.
fucking
No
use a
stress.
mech. Of course. Fuck's
Why
sake.
is he?
And
He
why does Kirby need a fucking mech? He's a god who kills gods. Why does he need a mech?
uses it. Shut up.
He doesn't need a fucking mech.
As
he has,
Kirby fights
he's killed.
Stardream.
He's killed gods of darkness in this universe. He doesn't need a
Yeah,
fucking
but like
mech.
to be fair, he didn't ask for the mech. If someone offers you a cool mech, you take the cool mech, no questions asked. Like, come on.
Yeah, fair enough. He's like, I'm so bored of just killing people with my fucking bare hands. I need a fucking
Yeah,
mech.
I was like, I could probably beat someone up with my bare hands, but if someone offers me a sword, it's like, nice.
I'll take it.
As As Kirby fights Stardream, Stardream attaches itself to the Access Arc, which sheds its shell to reveal a clockwork star underneath. They're back, baby! There's still more of them.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, no, keep going.
Just okay?
I'm
All good?
like, okay, I'm just
Blank
processing.
brain.
I'm processing it.
Okay. This completes Stardream, and that becomes the final boss of the game.
Wait, what did the clockwork? Where was the clockwork star from in the originally? Sorry.
That was part of the design that they were rebuilding for the wish-granting supercomputer.
Yes.
Wish-granting supercomputer.
Yeah, come
Was
on,
that-
Matt, keep up. The wish granting
Oh,
supercomputer.
of course, the wish granting supercomputer.
No,
was that
because that's what I said earlier.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
found the
yeah.
was that the
blueprint
same?
for a wish-granting supercomputer.
Yeah, of course. And was the star thing? Is that similar to the thing Nova? Is that similar to Nova?
No.
Related to Nova, the
Yes,
one that
it is.
the one that casts wishes.
So they're both clockwork stars.
Right.
Oh, so someone
Clockworks-
created Nova. So something created Nova.
Yes.
yeah, the
Oh,
ancients
okay.
created-
The ancients created
yeah.
Nova.
Yeah.
Holtman then found the blueprints for creating a clockwork star and made a new one.
Oh, okay. So
Clockwork
Nova's
stars are big,
Yeah.
planet-sized supercomputers.
so Nova is actually just a supercomputer that can grant wishes.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Holy shit! Okay, I didn't realize that. I
We're
missed that.
overlapping the magic and technology.
This is great. That's amazing, though. Holy
It's
shit!
really cool.
Fuck.
That's why he has the clockwork design, because he's actually a big computer.
Yeah, that makes sense now. Holy shit!
Precisely. It's
This is
very fun.
This is crazy.
Yeah, obviously, Kirby beats the shit out of Stardream. I don't need to tell you that. But that's all for the main game. In a sub-game, however, there is a new mode where you play as Meta Knight. Once you defeat Stardream, it recognizes Meta Knight as the new admin of Stardream and decides to test his skills out. Just to show how powerful it is, it summons a clone of Zero, Dark Matter, Queen Sectonia, full
Summon.
power.
What the fuck?
Produces a clone of Zero, produces a clone of Queen Sectonia, and then summons fucking Galactonite, who immediately turns around and cuts the machine in half because he's annoyed that it summoned it.
Fucking love that shit.
It's very
Hey,
good. There's like a flash of light. Galactonite's there. He's like,
The fuck?
oh. Turns around and just like, destroys it. It's very good.
Why did you summon me?
How dare you?
And then Meta Knight has to just beat up those guys.
Yeah, Meta Knight then just claps them.
So
Alright,
yeah,
sure.
so okay, let me think about this. So
What?
it has a star that can grant wishes in it, which makes sense. So that's why it can summon beings of great power. That makes sense.
Correct.
That makes sense. So there's a power in this universe that you can summon you can basically grant a wish, which is like.
correct.
And so if you harness that power, which is obviously is either technical or there's some sort of magic you can harness, right, in the technical being. Okay, cool. And then so they use that to summon greater beings, and then those. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's why I was thinking that how could an AI be a threat when you've talked about gods and shit? So the AI has, but in this world, mechanics can actually create magic as well.
It's the other way around. Rather than the normal thing where magic fuels technology and that sort
Technology
of like
fuels
cyberpunk
magic,
thing.
yeah.
Correct.
Which is way
it's
cool.
like reverse cyberpunk.
Yeah. That's so cool. And then, but I fucking love Galactus. Like, what the fuck you doing here?
Search the video. It's actually really good. Not now. In a final sad tidbit about this game, though, because obviously Meta Knight claps all of them if you play
Of
well
course.
enough.
Clap.
In a sub-game, there is a final fight where Star Dream, you actually fight inside the core of its machinery. And every time you do damage to Star Dream, the sound that plays is a prolonged version of Holtman screaming.
Holy
There's
fuck.
still a bit of him locked inside the computer.
Ah!
As I said, even sadder.
Holy shit, that's horrifying.
So he's just trapped there.
A part of his soul or something, yeah. It's not, again, it's a Kirby game. We're sort of just guessing from the audio files, but it's clearly Holtman.
It's like, sorry, quick aside, you talk about
Yes.
trapping parts of souls. It's like in all the Elder Scrolls games, how you have to use soul gems to recharge magic items. And you get soul gems by killing someone and trapping their soul in a gem.
Yes.
I've always wondered how alive that fragment of soul is, because, like, hell, my Skyrim save's got like 50 fucking million soul gems just stored and waiting, ready to go. Is that someone's soul, like, alive in there? Like, no.
Holy shit. And enchanting a weapon, you like put their soul into your
Yeah.
fucking weapon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, we're not talking about Skyrim, but that's a discussion for another
it's
day.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, fuck. Soul magic, man. That's horrifying. That's why necromancers always...
Pokeball.
Yeah, it's why necromancers... Well, not really. Pokeball...
It's like a soul Pokeball.
No, Pokeball, you transfer them into energy. You transfer the
soul
being into
energy.
energy. And then put them into a ball that can be
It's
transferred
a soul
back.
energy. You're using it as a magical battery.
I guess.
Got my magical AA.
Oh, what do you got? I got a soul crystal. Just plug you. Does that have a USB adaptation? Oh yeah, it's
Uses micro USB. Oh fuck, I haven't got that in a USB-C. Ah,
yeah
damn it.
USB-C. If you don't have USB-C,
I've got an adapter here. It's called the Rod of Ashkata.
No, it's the love stick.
Yeah,
My love stick can connect these.
love sticks.
It's a universal adapter.
It's a unit. Oh yeah, it can go into anything.
I fucking hate both of you. A long time ago, final stretch, Kirby Star Allies. This is the last big game we're going to be
Woo!
addressing.
Oh boy.
A long time ago, a certain dark force was stealed away in a crystal heart by a group of unknown heroes.
No,
I'm joking. This isn't actually dark matter. It's just unknown.
It's another one.
They did this by embedding spears of heart, love, into the crystal heart. So the crystal's like a heart, and there's like pink heart spears that are embedded inside it. The force inside the crystal is some sort of dark force. The spears are like force of light. It's like keeping a fire elemental in a cage by putting water around the cage.
Nice. This is like, okay, this reminds me, and maybe it's impossible, but like, it's the same thing if you've ever seen the Green Lantern movie, and I don't like judge you if you haven't because it's shit.
I have.
But like, they, instead of killing Parallax.
How have you seen that?
Holy shit. I think Jude's fucking
I
death.
knew that reaction.
I think Jude just fucking punched his death.
Hey.
Hello? Holy shit, should we pause? I'm gonna pause it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Okay.
Technical issues.
You just hit the
fuck.
desk so
So-
angry.
Jude just broke his fucking recording. That's how angry he was. He punched his
Yes,
desk.
I've seen the
recording.
Green Lantern movie. Go.
Cool. Ridiculous that you've seen that and haven't seen many other things.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I've seen.
And Jude is fuming with rage. But
It's not that you haven't
seen Black
it's
Panther.
just- it's-
Haven't seen Captain Marvel. Haven't seen.
I don't
most
really
of
care
the
for Black
Thor
Panther,
movies.
but
Haven't seen.
can we? Okay, we can do this later. Anyway, my
Never
point
saw the
was.
last Harry Potter movie.
yes, you did. That's a lie. That's a massive lie.
I do like the fact that you can tell though.
Yeah.
You had to have seen it.
Okay, go.
So like the Green Lantern, they lock Parallax away, and they can kill him. They kill him at the end of the movie. You can if you can kill someone, and you ever lock them away, saying lock them away so they'll never get out. You just fucking kill them, because
But
then
that's
they're
against
gonna get
their
out
code of
eventually.
conduct.
Because they're gonna get out eventually. This is the whole Batman Joker thing. Just fucking kill them. You are causing people to die. It's Batman's fault all these people are fucking dying when they escape from Arkham. It's his fucking fault. He's putting in a terrible jail. Just fucking kill them. You're saving more people's lives.
Yeet him into
Fuck.
space.
Exactly. You
It is
can't
quite
control
funny,
powerful
though, 'cause
beings.
I rewatched the Nolan trilogy like over the last couple of days. They're really good movies. I forgot, but it does make me laugh a little bit how he's so no, I can't kill the bad guy. I can't use guns. But like, how many of the henchmen do you think?
Oh, he
kills
fucking
when
kills
he,
all of
like,
them.
Slices
That
their
is one of the
face with
funniest things. There's a video
Yeah,
that I've
yeah.
seen where it's like, how many ways Spider-Man isn't killing people in the Spider-Man games, because he like webs them to a wall and then like throws cars
Yeah.
at them, and it's like he's dead. Don't you fucking lie to me, Spider-Man. You just put a car on top of that man.
I mean, there's ways in Spider-Man games. You also, if you truck people off buildings, if you watch them like fall off buildings, they'll like web to the side of the building instead of dying. And it's like, damn
Yes,
it.
but consider the velocity at which they
Oh,
are being
yeah,
webbed
they're
to the side of the building.
They would definitely fucking die. They fucking slamming against the building.
It's a good time.
Also, Spider-Man can punch through your fucking head, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, as discussed. For more on this, check out the Spider-Man episode.
anyway, back to
spears,
how they're
so-
terribly fucking locking this guy up. Terrible.
Embedding spears of heart into a crystal to keep the dark force at bay. Cool? With it?
No.
Sure.
Many eons later, a group rose that wanted to do the opposite. Instead of fearing the
Sure.
darkness, worshipping it, believing it to be a great god or something which would let them live an eternal life in paradise.
His name's Donald Trump.
But yes, definitely. One of the members actually ended up performing a ritual, which, while successful of removing the spears, actually shattered the heart into a number of pieces, which were immediately scattered across the galaxy. Hence, MacGuffin for the game.
Nice.
Some, of course, ended up in Dreamland, and Kirby has to go around and clean the whole thing up, obviously. As he did this, he came across a recently landed ship called the Jam Bastion, which housed 3 sisters of different elemental powers. They were also determined to collect the heart's fragments, as it was their master who was the one who performed the ritual. The heart's called the Jamba Heart, and this is called the Jam Bastion.
So Kirby's working for the bad guys?
No, Kirby's not working for the bad guy. He's working against the bad guys. The 3 sisters are the bosses of the world.
Okay.
Like, as in, like, the bosses of that game, different parts.
Oh, the bosses.
Bosses.
I thought you meant they're the... Okay,
Enemy
yeah,
boss.
Okay, you're all good. Enemy boss, not like the boss.
Not boss.
Boss. Yeah.
No. Kirby obviously fucking deletes them, but that's fine.
Good job, Kirby.
But their master does
course.
continue the ritual. Once Kirby arrives at the final level, which is the Jam Bastion, it becomes pretty obvious that the creature sealed inside the heart is another one of this pure dark matter shit. Highness is the person taken hold of the darkness this time, and like Sectonia, Holtman, and Magalore, is swept up in the heart's power without really thinking about that much. However, he's definitely a step above the previous enemy's face, because, as we know, the Ancients were a race that existed long ago. They're responsible for a lot of the mysterious artifact hijinks that fuel the series, as mentioned. However, we find out in this game there were actually 2 sets of Ancients, magic and science. So there were those who dabbled in magic, including dark matter, and those who were incredible scientists.
Yeah, we had scientists and sorcerers. We got
The
it.
magical ancients, for the most time, they were fine and got along with everyone else. And even the magical ancients at one point go as far as to stop, quote, a galactic crisis. So just Kirby's other fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, Kirby's Tuesday.
It is most
afternoon.
likely, we figure out that Galactonite's most likely the galactic threat they're referring to, because later on, I'll get to it.
Well, yeah, Galactonite seems to be a very neutral character. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
No,
Sometimes just does whatever
Galactonite's
the
always bad. Meta Knight's sometimes
always
good,
bad.
sometimes bad.
Oh, okay. So Galactonite's like, fuck this shit. I mean, he did kill the big AI thing, but obviously just pissed it
That
off.
was
That's
because
all.
was just-
if
he
you
was pissed
summon
off,
it, it's
yeah.
like the Eldritch Gods in the Lovecraftian series. People can summon them. It doesn't mean they're going to do what you want them to.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
However, some reason, the Science Clan decided that the magical clan should be feared and banished them to the edge of the galaxy before trying to erase their existence from history.
Why
The
though?
Magic Clan lived on, but was in shambles and obviously struggled. It's really fucking annoying with this one as well, because the Magical Ancients were not evil. They stopped an intergalactic crisis. Highness, the guy in this, who is, spoiler alert, one of the Magical Ancients. Actually, the three sisters, who are his, like, people, he saved them as they were dying from various circumstances. One of them was drowning, unlocking water magic when he was revived them. One was burning in lava. And one, which really confused me, was, quote, trying to commit suicide using lightning? I don't know how the fuck you do that.
You ran outside in
yeah,
the storm with a
that's
big metal
umbrella.
pole.
Yeah, exactly. You
But,
have
like,
a
that
big
seems
umbrella.
like a
just
really
holding it.
inefficient way to commit suicide.
I mean, yeah, but it's a cool way to go.
That's true. But regardless,
good way to
he
go.
revived all of them and brought them back and unlocked their magical potentials while doing so.
Don't commit suicide, guys. Don't go out in the
We are
storm
so not-
with a lightning
Oh
bolt.
wow!
Dude,
It's PSA. Don't commit suicide.
Don't
No,
go-
but seriously, contact suicide hotlines if you're feeling any negative thoughts.
Yep.
Reach out to people; they love you.
Do it.
But so that's them. He was saving them. They're not evil. They just banished them. Being banished and left without cause, for at the very least, Highness, one of the magical ancients, would cause him to go insane and form a religion around the dark matter gods that were sealed away. Yes.
From what I've heard,
Yes.
the magic guys seem fine. The technical ancients seems like pricks. They create all this all the stuff they've created have been used for bad shit. They sound like assholes and bad people.
That's fair. However, I would like to point out the fact that every time it's used or something goes wrong, it's because it's used by someone incorrect. The Fountain of Dreams brought good dreams and good sleep to everyone across Dreamland until an evil force came and inhabited it. The Clockwork Stars can grant wishes and are like, Kirby's about to like ask for eternal peace. I don't fucking know what Kirby would wish for. Probably like a nice cake or some
Probably
shit.
a nice cake. That's how literally I was
Dumb piece of
thinking.
shit. But like it's a fixer machine. Anything like it input in the right people, like it can store eternal peace, create kingdoms, job, food, etc. Like
I guess, yeah.
everything that they make is not evil by design. It's obviously benevolent, but it always ends
Yeah,
up
well, like
being-
any technology, it depends who uses
precisely.
it.
So the mechanical ancients aren't. And also, you have to realize the magical ancients were messing around with dark matter, so it's not 100% that they weren't evil. It's one of those things.
They were messing with forces they might have not
It's
understood.
unfortunately one of those things where we kind of just got to go off some eyewitness accounts and some other random dumb records that were written by biased people.
Yeah.
History
Yeah,
is written by the
that's
victors, yeah.
History is written by the victors, unless one of the
Laughs in British.
losers becomes very insane and tries to summon an elder god, therefore confronting the people who care about the history.
It doesn't make sense.
Classic.
Always happens.
Classic.
By the
Call
time
this 5 times.
By the time Kirby gets to the altar, where Highness is recollecting the heart pieces that he shattered, he's a husk of his former self, taken over by the chaos inside the heart. It's actually very interesting, because if you look at the original version of Highness that we see, it's sort of a figure in like a dark cloak, and he's got like a little eye slit that he looks out of. He's sort of cute. He's a little bit freaky, but he's not anything bad. The like
do you spell
corrupted
it?
version of Highness, he turns into like fucking Squidward on crack. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Holy shit, yeah, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Wait, how do I spell
That
that?
is literally
HYNESS.
Squidward on crack is a good fucking description of that. It's horrifying.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. You can see the two forms of him, how it's like the little magical sort of like squire versus like Squidward on crack.
I like how his robes just go red. He dyed his robes
It
red.
gets edgy. It's okay.
He had too much red wine, just spilt it off himself.
That's the real villain.
It never comes out. It never comes out. Red wine is the real villain of Kirby.
So, even after Kirby beats Highness, obviously, Highness decides to sacrifice not just the 3 girls that are working for him, but also himself in order to revive the creature inside the heart. Of course, doing that releases the creature, who is called Void Termina.
Void Termina.
At first, Void Termina appears to be a
Holy fuck!
I will describe it for the people who cannot see. At first, Void Termina appears to be a hulking titan wearing a simple white mask and golden wraps, but as the fight progresses, he begins to reshape into something way more interesting. He first sprouts wings and as well summons Zero, or a form of, as well as the Master Crown, basically showing that he is the force who is behind 002 and all of dark matter. So supposedly now we have the super high king of dark matter.
He's okay. I'm showing a picture like from the Kirby wiki. Destroyer of worlds, Void Termina.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking holy shit.
It's a literal titan.
That's a titan. That's a fucking giant titan. Holy shit.
It is the most pure form of titan that you can get. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still has one final phase left in the fight, though, after he sprouts wings. In a truly terrifying move, it morphs into a large sphere of swirling color with Kirby's face. It begins to summon
I
balls of
see
darkness, which once again shows that it's the source of dark matter. Yes?
So
I
this
was just
thing.
saying, I see, because I've got like an image up that shows phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
I also see
phase...
one that looks like fucking Ditto,
Yeah.
and I'm terrified of that.
Nice.
It's got like the 2 dot eyes, and I'm like, holy
Oh,
fuck.
God. Yeah.
This is one of the most damning notes of the Kirby series, because on this, on one of the pause screens, we get a note which says, "No telling if it's true, but according to the ancient scrolls, Void Termina may rise again in other forms depending on whether positive or negative energy is gathered. It seems that this
Kirby is
being...
Void
Shush.
Termina.
It seems that this being of darkness will wander the galaxy until one day he is reborn into a new existence. When he returns, hopefully it will be as a friend."
So, okay, so this Void Termina, which I'm just gonna say it now. Void Termina is Satan in this allegory.
Yes, correct.
He has created all the other demons and angels and shit. Fallen angels, demons. This is the ultimate one. This is the origin of darkness, the Satan, the snake, or whatever you want to call it. And in this world, where everyone's up, Kirby is fucking Jesus or God. Kirby is Jesus, and he is the goodness in the universe, who is there to combat darkness.
You thought I was
Holy
joking at
shit.
the beginning when I said Kirby's a being of infinite power?
That's fucking amazing. I love that. Holy
This,
shit.
as well as the fact that Void Termina's audio is a slowed down version of Kirby, we can assume that Kirby is actually Void, but in a positive form.
So they're both like the same, like a yin and yang
Kirby's
kind
a
of form.
fucking elder positive energy god.
Yeah, so he's basically like a god, like one of the highest gods of the universe,
It
but
started
he's a
off with
positive
Kirby
form.
being like, oh, he's got the love stick and the support of everyone.
Yeah.
Do you think Kirby can make a form like that and be a fucking titan?
He hasn't needed to thus far, but I don't doubt it.
Oh my god, he hasn't even stretched. He's not even at his limits yet. He's at his fucking first stage. Holy shit.
This isn't even my final form.
Kirby's in Form 1.
Kirby's in Form 1.
Holy shit.
I have one final question for you.
Oh my god.
Would you like to know who the real most powerful creature in Kirby is?
Yes.
Yes, it's King DDD, we know it.
No, idiot.
Sorry.
Butterflies.
Wait, what?
There's a game sub-mode for this game called Guest Star Allies, which shows if someone else confronted Void Termina. The only thing that really changes is the ending. For Meta Knight, Highness summons Galactonite, showing again that was probably the force that they had to stop. Who, you know, like, cool, right? Wrong. A butterfly lands on the end of Galactonite's sword, and from the animation, fucking absorbs him.
Wait. Say that again.
A butterfly lands on the end of Galactonite's sword.
Like a normal butterfly.
No, I'll get to it in a second. Lands on the end of Galactonite's sword, and from the animation, fucking absorbs him. This forms Morpho Knight, a butterfly-themed version of Galactonite. The butterfly is a recurring character. The orange butterfly has been in almost every single mainstream Kirby game. Right at the beginning, there's a butterfly sitting on Kirby's nose, on a tree nearby. All the way through the series, there have been butterflies alongside Kirby. As such, a creature that is able to absorb the strongest warrior in the galaxy is a fucking butterfly.
Holy shit.
I will now read you a link from the wiki, from the page Butterfly, which is a page on the Kirby wiki.
I'm ready for this.
In Guest Star Allies Go subgame, the butterfly plays an important role. After Galactonite emerges from a dimensional rift, a butterfly flutters down from the sky and lands on his lance. The butterfly then absorbs Galactonite's powers, seemingly disintegrating him in the process, and transforms into Morphonite, serving as the final boss of the subgame. According to Morphonite's Japanese pause description, this particular butterfly is a butterfly of paradise that has the ability to cross dimensions, and has arrived in the present time from another dimension after something has ceased to be, quote unquote. The butterfly is also heavily implied to be a divine being of judgment.
Holy shit, it's the hand of God.
It is literally the fucking god tripping Golem into Mount Doom.
Holy shit.
This was-
So, if we're gonna put this out here, Kirby is the being of all good, this Void Terror is the being of all evil, and the creator of the let's say it was gonna be the higher power here, creator of the universe, is represented in fucking butterflies. That's amazing. So butterflies in this world are multi-dimensional beings of pure power that cross dimensions and just enjoy themselves and just interfere whenever they fucking want.
And thus, the name The Butterfly Effect was created.
Holy shit, the butterfly effect!
The butterfly effect is that I land on the...
The tiny little change that
Yeah.
made everything.
Yeah, exactly. The tiny little change. I fucking destroyed the most powerful knight in the universe. Have you looked up Morphonite, by the way?
Yeah, Morphonite's sick.
He looks so sick. Morphonite looks fucking sick as hell.
Morphonite.
was looking
Morphonite,
up-
for people at home, looks like a black sphere, similar to Kirby, with golden hands and feet, along with a red horned crown and red butterfly wings.
He looks
Yeah,
so
kinda cool.
sick. From what I've got from this episode is all the Kirby characters are fucking well designed and look all amazing. Like if someone like while listening to the episode, if you have a chance, or maybe afterwards, if you're like listening to the episode on the go, just go up and look up some Kirby
Search
characters
up
because
Kirby
the art.
bosses or Kirby characters.
Oh my god! I found an art thing. Who would win? The strongest warrior in the galaxy? A butterfly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I just found a meme.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, that's Kirby.
Holy shit.
That is Kirby, isn't
Hey,
it? That
Jude, have
that
I
is
changed your mind
Kirby.
about Kirby?
Nope, I fucking hate it.
I fucking love it. So
I hate it more now. It's a divine eldritch being. No.
So Kirby's a divine eldest being of good in the universe?
Yes, correct.
Holy shit, that's amazing. I love Kirby.
Kirby's very...
That's amazing. I still love my favorite times. You got to go back to the times where Kirby's food, because what's important to a divine elder being is fucking good food.
That's
Love
a good point. Knowing that Kirby was this divine being does kind of change the context of the first game a little bit when he's just I eat and sleep all day.
To be honest, that would be a great introduction of good food if we had like a sponsor that's like, now you could go to blah
Do
blah.
you want food that makes you so
That's a good
passionate
point.
that you steal the entire kingdom's worth of it?
Good. So do I.
Come eat at Greenleaf. I don't know.
I love some
We
good
need,
food.
we need like Uber Eats to sponsor us or something.
God.
Quickly, don't name any companies. Nothing. We're getting nothing for free.
We're not giving anything to them.
Well, that was amazing, guy. I really enjoyed
What's
that.
your
Fuck it,
what was
that
your
was good
favorite
fun.
character or boss from the game?
Oh,
My
Or-
personal favorite is either Marx or like the forms of Zero in terms of like bloody eyes being ripped from shells in a kid's
holy
game.
yeah, that's fucked. That's.
I actually kind of like to avoid Termina, the massive like Titan.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Fair.
I was
Termina.
thinking about
Yeah.
Void Termina in like the Kirby Ditto form is really messed up and like creepy. That's really cool. How it's like a shadow version of what you are, and that's really creepy. I'm gonna have to say I really do like the Nova it's just like a really cool like star, like giant star beings that can that could grow, which is a really cool idea. Also, it's real fucking creepy.
It is
so.
very creepy, despite being a little bit cute.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it.
I'm glad that you've found new things about Kirby. If you ever heard the thing like Kirby's an older god and sort of went, okay, now you know.
I know for like I've heard that like Kirby had infinite power, and I'm like, how though? Why and how?
I hope that this was an apt enough description.
This is very good. There's probably so much that about the Kirby lore that's been, like we had to skip over, but like I fucking
this
great.
was like the main things in the series. There's definitely more elder gods that he fights, but they're like in other games and sort of isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to find out more about the elder gods, play the games.
Play the games. Have a good
good.
time. Kirby's Epic Yarn's a good game.
Yeah, I actually enjoy playing
I
it.
also say I googled Kirby. No, not Kirby Fighters 2. Go away. Kirby. If you Google just Kirby. Oh, where is it? No. Kirby games.
I also just looked up. I found out an image with all the butterflies in all the different games. Like it shows all the butterflies,
There's butterflies in every
games.
game. They're not always the orange butterfly, but the orange butterfly is predominant since like mid.
Since pretty much they had color. They had good color. They had good graphics enough to show that it was an orange yellow butterfly.
Kirby is male. That's fun. Confirmed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Yeah, I mean it's pink. You shouldn't assume it's female.
No. Ooh, who's Kirby's girlfriend?
Who's Kirby's girlfriend?
Shiro?
Ooh,
We need
scandalous.
What?
What?
Oh,
Kirby's
no.
girlfriend.
It's just come up with the closest answer, which is Nagor, who's a cat from Kirby's Dreamland 3.
Kirby's
Cool.
Kirby's girlfriend's a cat. Cool.
I kind of hate Kirby more now.
I mean, Kirby's not a
No,
human,
it's
so you
not
can't
his
judge him. He's an
girlfriend.
elder being.
Nagor's girlfriend is another cat. Because the Google...
Cute.
I love Google suggested questions. Who is Kirby's girlfriend? Page actions. Nagor. Related character. Shiro. Girlfriend. Nice. Shut up.
Nice. Love that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's the cute world of Kirby. Where the same
demonic world of Kirby.
in the same universe, we like love eating food and King DDD as a cute little punching bag, and also there's fucking eldritch gods and ancient beings of technology and magic who command the universe. And Kirby's also one of these eldritch fucking gods who defends the universe using the power of his love stick.
Fucking love
Yeah.
stick. I hate it.
Gotta love the love
I
stick.
hate the love stick. I don't
Fuck.
have to love anything.
Well, if you love something, you can love our Facebook and Twitter.
At Living by the Law.
At Living by the Law on
give
Twitter
our
and
Twitter
on
some
Facebook.
love. There's not much love on the Twitter.
We need more
could do
love
more.
on the Twitter. And you know what you can also give love to? If you loved this podcast or even slightly enjoyed it, the episode, if you're here, I assume you've enjoyed it a little
I
bit.
assume you loved it a bit.
Love it a bit as we love
You might
Kirby.
not love it, but you love it.
Exactly. Please, we really appreciate it. Head over to iTunes and give us a rating on iTunes. We really appreciate all the help we can get. Every one of those ratings pushes us and lets us be able to keep doing what we're doing.
And it shows it to more people because it's like, hey, people are reviewing
Use
this.
that
It may
level
not
of
be
stick to
completely
smash
terrible.
that like button. Subscribe.
Yes, hit us with your love stick.
Yeah, and hey, the more reviews, the more people we get watching this, the more we can do. Patreon we can set up that little news thing we wanted to do where we just talk about nerd news, and we can expand the page and do more. Like we started doing on Facebook. If you go check out for each episode, we'll give a little intro bit. We could get a little clip of each intro before you start listening. We're starting to move a bit more and maybe even do a small animation to match things. We're looking into
We're
things,
having
you know.
a look. We're expanding the brand.
But the more people we get to support us, the more we can do that. You know, we
The
can't.
more
we
people
can't do
that
it without
live by the law, the better.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We love living by that law.
We do.
Thank you for listening.
do.
We hope you live by that law.
You live by the law. Oh, also shout out to people in Europe because people in Europe have been showing us love.
That's so
We love
funny.
Good point. Yeah.
we love everyone who listens to the podcast. If you're in America, you're in Australia, you're in New Zealand, Europe, anywhere in the world. But recently we've been exploding in Europe: Germany, Austria, Poland, France. Thank you so much for
Apparently, you guys in those countries enjoy listening to us Australian nerds. That's very
Sometimes,
fun.
apparently.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, especially Germany and Austria. It's been popping off.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all.
Watching?
I will kill you if you correct me for that again. I watch too much YouTube for this shit.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll let you finish, guys.
Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good night.
Have a very
Good.
Kirby day.
That was terrible. I hate that.
Kirby Day? Is that pun?
Yeah.
Kirby.
No, just like a lovely, great day with the fear of existential demons always haunting over you.
Kerbal.
Do you wish that? Do you mean to wish me a Kirby day, or do you mean this is a day to be Kirby on?
All at once, I
I
suppose.
think we all wish to be Kirby. Oh, you made that was a Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, it was.
Hey!
No,
Hey!
no, wrong.
What?
It was the Hobbit. It was the Hobbit.
Hobbit reference.
The Hobbit.
I've watched that.
Good night.
And thanks for listening.
Good day. Thanks.
So we've answered what Kirby is. What the fuck is Mario?
No.
Yes. What is Mario? What is he?
Stop dragging this damn outro out. Just end it.
No, this is the fade out. This is the fade out.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
fade out.
wiggling my middle finger.
Thank you for listening to Living by the Law. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review on iTunes and tell your friends. The link is in the description, and thank you in advance. Also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Living by the Law to keep updated on all the latest about our podcast. We have been, and always will be, living by the law. Thank you for your company, and good night.